it's time to do some shopping.
Yay!
You've all got some coin burning holes in your pockets. You've
Shopping.
been to the madness
It's
that
the
is the
shopping
quartermaster's
episode.
quarters and got yourselves some goodies.
Yeah,
And,
goodies.
Yep. Derek had the hardest questions of all, obviously. Still managed to win, even despite the questions.
He did
Yep.
very well.
Amazingly.
I won that fair and square.
That's definitely a thing that happened. And
No corruption whatsoever.
I'm just patting myself on the back, wondering why nobody's congratulating me.
But as the magical doors of our goose slide open,
Let's go shopping!
Shopping
Shopping.
episode.
Yes!
Woo! Shopping!
so as you
Oh my
enter
God,
our
it's a
goose,
shopping episode.
there are lovely shiny tables with laminated scrolls of hope and dreams. Laminated because they are there to laminated to catch the tears of joy.
The dribble of desire.
The
Yum.
gob of global consumerism.
Oh, God.
Oh no, and
The
yes,
spittle of... Oh, I don't know.
They look lovely through
yeah.
the window.
Jeff, you
Who's
look...
going first? What are we ordering?
I shall go first. I shall have to keep running backwards and forwards to fetch gold from the wizard's sleeve by the handful. Oh no, I suppose it's only 3,000. It's not too bad.
Yeah, you're all right. You can carry that.
Yeah, so I'll heft my 3,000 gold in, and I will buy a Derringer for 900 buckaroonies, which allows me to use a D20 to hide it upon my person, with advantage as well to keep it secret, and it does 1d4 damage. And because of my dexterity and stuff, I get pretty good bonuses to that, so that's going to be good. It's not going in my ass because, it's going to be loaded. What if it goes off?
For God's sake, it's not in my anus.
It's not in his anus.
And since Johnny Halfhead got hung above the bar, then I feel a bit like a pistol light. So I'm going to grab that.
It's like a pistol, but with fewer calories.
You
You
can
don't
shoot
get charged
people,
extra.
shoot people at breakfast, shoot people at
Caliber
lunch,
tax.
or
I
even
don't want caliber tax.
or even on the go.
Sorry, you were saying.
So, I would also like to buy a phase time watch or a pair of phase time watches, which cost me a pretty 1,500 gold pieces.
Clang.
Yeah. So basically, with those, they are like a pair of small pocket watches, and they look like simple polish watches, but they keep terrible time. When they're opened, much like the ones we've already had in the show, you sort of can see. It's a video call, chaps. I'm trying to dress it up, but it's just a video call, chaps.
Yeah. It's FaceTime.
Between those two.
Really?
Those two devices. So now two of us can communicate better, or see each other and stuff.
How exciting!
Yeah.
Aw. Cool. So you jotting those numbers down?
Yeah,
On
and
your little piece of paper, and you're going to take it up to the counter.
Yeah.
The goose is going to be there. He says honk and holds out a feathered hand.
honk to you two. Here's 2,400 gold pieces. You don't happen to sell lockpicks here, do you?
Honk honk
You do.
honk.
Oh, shame. Shouldn't have got my hopes up. Like the new haircut or feather cut, probably.
Honk honk
Yeah, I think beehive really suits you.
honk.
So anyway,
He holds out his hand for the piece of paper.
give him the piece of paper.
He looks at it. He stamps it, and he takes the gold, and he hands you back the piece of paper, and he gestures to the seats. And you can see a number on there that is just the number 4.
And what's the number on there?
4.
Oh, excellent. There's only one number. Well, can I just collect it then? I'm the only person here. Do you really want me to wait over there?
Honk honk.
I'm going to sort of trudge the 10 paces.
Sit on the
and just-
slightly uncomfortable plastic chair.
yeah.
Not so uncomfortable that it's not so uncomfortable that you wouldn't sit on it, but it's just that sort of uncomfortable. You're like, I hope I'm not here for a long time.
Yeah, it feels like a school chair.
Yeah.
You're not going to make me do maths, are you?
Maybe. Who's next?
So Jeff's had a bit of a plan. Obviously, he's seen it's all updated, and so he's thought, right, this is getting silly. He stood outside in the cold, and he's watched the other three wander in because he's still barred from ARRRGOOSE. He sees his name on the new front door.
Fuck, I forgot.
And so he thinks, right, there's time to put an end to this. So what he does a click and collect order. Hopefully that it'll get delivered to the door, and he's able to grab it from there. For number 86, which is a kettlebird. And now this isn't something an item that he wants himself. However, what he'd like to do is wait until he receives it, and that way he can hand it to ARRRGOOSE as a gift to say he's sorry for any transgressions that have previously expired. And that way, because he looks like he works hard and he never gets a chance to have a real break. And so a kettlebird, this is a teapot that's enchanted to look and fly and act like a pelican, that instinctively seeks out tea leaves and water to eat and drink, and then when it finds somewhere to nest, usually like a fireplace or a stove top or something like that. Then when the tea's brewed, it finds an empty teacup to regurgitate it into it. So it's a nice, happy cup of tea for ARRRGOOSE.
Natural cup of tea
from
that's been
another
through a
bird
bird's
friend.
passage.
Well, he's a bird himself, isn't he? So, he might be like, it's normal for birds to do
True,
that.
they do it for their young. Yeah.
Exactly. So he's got like a little helper to get him a cup of tea, and hopefully that will allow me to then enter and do my full order.
Jeff, are you trying to set ARRRGOOSE up with somebody?
I
He's
just
trying to buy his
I just
way
wanted
back
him to have
in.
a slave. No, sorry.
Oh God's
sake.
No, I just wanted him to have a friend.
You
to
are
help
the
him out,
strongest
Gary.
chain.
All I could think of when it's like, and it's going, anything, any bird regurgitating, it's just that scene from Ace Ventura. It's like, hungry fella.
Oh yeah.
That'll hold you for a while.
You can do a. I'm not entirely sure how you have achieved this click and collect, but you've somehow done
It
this
worked last
thing.
time. I didn't ask questions last time, so I was like, I'll just try it again.
So
He went back to the
do this
room to
thing,
use the car Alexa.
And you did. Yeah, you used Carl Alexa for somehow, and ARRRGOOSE comes to the door with this box, and just calls
But
out.
I paid for gift
honk,
wrapping.
honk.
Can I have
Looks
paid an extra like
disdainful,
$5 gold for gift wrapping?
Yes,
Excellent.
fine. Yeah,
Nice.
it's gift wrap.
So I take it
Honk, honk,
and then I hand it back to him and go, ARRRGOOSE, this is...
honk.
Sorry, there's a dog in the background. I don't like the idea of him shouting over me. I want this to be a personal moment between you and me, ARRRGOOSE.
What if he
Shut
thinks?
up, boy.
What if he thinks you're just returning it and walks away?
No, ARRRGOOSE. No, I've got... Shut up! Don't give him ideas, Tom. It was like my one biggest fear, and you've vocalised it in the podcast. Fuck. ARRRGOOSE, this is gonna have to be
We'll
a
edit
really
it
good
out.
speech
It's
now.
fine.
Okay, so I can hand it back to you. ARRRGOOSE, before you go, this isn't a return. I want to really stress that quite a lot. This is a gift. I want to say sorry. And now you know what it is. You've just probably had to gift wrap it. But so the surprise is gone. But
You made him gift wrap his own present.
one of those tags that you might have been suspicious when he put the tag that says for ARRRGOOSE on the side. It was one of those. Do you want to add a label to it? Like, yeah, for ARRRGOOSE. So he stuck that on there. Give it back to him. This is to say, I'm really sorry if I was rude last time. I was a little bit drunk and disorderly. That's what the officer said, and I don't mean to have taken it out on you. You're always really helpful. You got lots of good stuff. I mean, stock control. We won't go into it. Anyway, I really am.
You're making
sorry
joy boring.
for any other time. Thank you very much for my sticker. I treasure it. I've got it at home in my office. So that's lovely. Please take this, and please can I come back in? And I don't want to have to keep making you walk all the way here. I'd rather have to do the legwork myself and come in. I'll be good.
He looks at the box that you've just put back in his hand, and sort of looks at it sideways. He goes, honk, and looks at you and goes, honk,
You never get a chance to have a cup of tea. Now you can have a break.
honk.
You work hard.
He sort of tilts his head and goes, honk, and takes the gift and walks away.
On board from
well
ARRRGOOSE.
done.
Slap.
Well done.
Right.
And that only cost you how much gold?
500 gold. 505 gold, technically, with the gift wrapping.
It's not bad.
Gift
Yeah.
wrapping.
I am, definitely the five.
It's ironic that manners cost nothing as well.
Yeah.
Look where you've ended up.
Teapot-shaped pelicans
But,
are 500.
but apologies cost 505 gold.
Essentially, you paid a fine.
Remember that for the next apology.
Let that be a lesson to you kids out there listening to this podcast.
If you're sorry in this, you have to be loaded.
Cool. So are you buying some other
Then
stuff?
yeah, I'm going to go very sheepishly, very well behaved, trudge over to the little plastic fountain, and I'm going to fill out a number 31 and a number 41.
Turn
say nothing more of
to
it.
Keth and go, what on
Joking.
earth is he doing in here? I thought he was Bard.
I don't know, but I'm waiting for ARRRGOOSE to eject him. It's going to be brilliant.
He walks over, he's filled out number 31, number 41, and Jeff's looking down at his sort of trainers, and he's had these on since the first day. He sort of met these guys, and they've got the cool little star on. They've done him well, but you can see his socks in the ends of the toes, and they're sort of like doing that crocodile thing when you know the soles start to come off. It's like they've seen
Crocodiles
a lot
have
of
soles?
these shoes.
They do have souls.
What a strange interjector.
Yeah, and the soul's starting to come off.
Yeah.
Hence the crocodile.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm standing up for
Carry
Team
on.
Crocodile.
So Jeff's decided he's going to purchase himself some pumped up kicks.
yes,
Nice.
And these are sporty looking shoes that will make you the envy of those around you, with their built-in pump to inflate the tongue and magical lights that illuminate the sole as you walk, activated by a button. These shoes can help provide a small light even in the darkest places. So rather than having to go full light on myself, I'm going to have these cool funky shoes. They're going to be comfy, they're fresh, they haven't got holes in. So I'm going to be nice and dry on my feet, which is good. Then I've also got a number 41. Which is the wooden eye. Now, we all know that my magic comes from my magic stone, which I've shoved in my eye socket, and I quite like the idea of the wooden eye. So, when Jeff saw it...
So
he
you're
was
going
like,
to
"Once a
replace
day,
the working eye with
yeah, for your other eyes.
I'm going to
With
pop
another
out
one.
one eye and pop in
Pop out-
the wooden eye.
What the other eye can see with?
But-
He's gonna have two fake eyes.
I'm not going to pop out the real eye. That's madness. I'm going to pop out the eye that pops out, the one that has removability. That's the one I'm going to take out.
Put in your back eye. Give me your back eye.
It's just right. Hang on. It's a wooden eye. It's a one-time thing. I'm just gonna go pop out the bad one, not the bad one. Pop out the
bad
good,
one?
Pop out the magic one.
What is this? Some sort of yin yang effort?
I'm gonna pop out my magical eye, shove in a wooden eye, which will then allow me to. I've lost it. Once a day, I can alter one letter in a spell title and then cast it with a new title, and therefore have a new effect, which I think will be funny as a spellcaster, and I can fuck with other people a day. But I have to go there. But then, as soon as I've done that one change, then I can be like. Pop in the old one, not the old one, the good one, the magic eye. I'll pop the.
He's saying this. He's saying all of this to ARRRGOOSE, to whom he's just given a gift, and ARRRGOOSE is realizing this is why I don't let him in the shop.
Keth is going to turn to Malrus. Keth's going to turn to Malrus and go, he's totally getting kicked out. He's totally getting kicked out again.
He's
I'll
doing
bet
it
you
again.
a tenner. I need to make up that tenner I lost.
Jeff has got a list of about 5 other items, and then looks up at ARRRGOOSE and is like, "That'll be everything, thank you," and just fills out 4131, hands over another 1,500 gold, and
Yep. And he gives you the piece of paper back. You've
Thanks.
given it to him, and it has the number 18 on it.
awesome. That's amazing. I love waiting. Thank you so much. See you soon. Walk over and sit down.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said.
As far as geese can look incredulous, ARRRGOOSE looks incredulous.
I love waiting.
Oh, bloody hell.
Malrus?
I'm going to have already filled out my little bit of paper whilst all of this madness has been happening. And
Yep. I'm not surprised. What did you order?
on that piece of paper, I have
Derek's
ordered,
just gonna fall
number
asleep in the chair.
75, the Ring of the Giant Slayer. A plain copper ring that grants the wearer +2 to AC and +2 to attack rolls against any
Nice.
enemy in the large or bigger size categories.
Nice.
So-
So to be clear, that AC boost and that attack roll, that advantage is only against creatures the larger.
Yes.
And so it's not just permanent AC.
I am going to put down number 72, if they are still in stock, which is also the Phase Time Watch.
Is it the same colour?
Yeah, there's some more phase time ones,
Oh,
but
that was-
it's only in rose gold.
That's fine. Is it dearer or cheaper?
It's the same price. It's just in rose gold.
I love that you didn't give him that option. You just said, go on, give me one or the other. Give me the cheaper. Go on. Is it the show model? Is it got a
Is
discount?
there an X display?
And I'm just gonna hand over my 2,700 gold to
Honk.
said
Ooh, a
goose.
sizable chunk of cash.
Honk, honk.
And
And when you give him his piece of paper, he stamps it, hands it back to you, and it has the number 2 on it.
cheers, mate. I'm gonna go.
Not
sit
a
down.
number 2, the number.
Oh, it's got a...
And
Been drinking a lot of tea.
Dirty ARRRGOOSE.
Keth?
Well...
His new kettle does cream as well.
Oh.
It's just racing right through him.
Yeah. Keth?
So, Keth has got his little slip of paper, and as
Yeah.
he takes a
falling.
sighs to
Falling
go and
through his
dance
body.
the same dance with ARRRGOOSE, every time he looks down at his piece of paper, and he's written the number 69 because he'd like
Hey.
another grease grenade, because the last one was very
Excellent choice.
useful. A fist-sized glass ball, 1 D20 plus 5 feet of grease when and where it shatters, and as we know, it's flammable.
Yes.
And he also has written down number 77, which is the Tabard of Rage. And
Ooh.
the Tabard of Rage, ladies and gentlemen at home, is a leather tabard made of orc skin that allows those who wear it to be able to use rage once per day. And once I find out what rage
that's
is, I'll tell you.
cool.
Legends.
It's very
the
cool. Also
barbarian
quite dark
ability.
that Keth the half-orc is wearing something made of orc.
Yeah.
That is metal as
Keth doesn't
fuck.
really like orcs, that's why. Legends tell of the friendship between an elf ranger and an orc barbarian. History. Whose tribe had strange funerary rites. When the orc was struck down with his final words, he requested that he be turned into a tabard so he could protect his friend once more. So, yeah, I know. And also, he's written down number 112, which is the Duck of Unwitting Protection.
Oh, I nearly got that. That's so glad. I'm so glad you got that.
And for the ladies and gentlemen at home, so this duck will nest on the owner's head, whereupon the owner will become completely unaware of its existence, forgetting even they bought it or received it as a gift. Even when pointed out, the owner will deny the existence of any such duck. The duck, however, has 30 HP and will absorb the next 30 HP of ranged attacks that target the wearer.
Wow.
The duck cannot, sadly, be healed, and does not protect from melee or magic damage. When the duck takes a total of 30 damage, it will explode into a Peking duck pancake and fall to
Ooh.
the floor.
Ooh, delicious.
Yum.
Delicious.
And a little reference to the Discworld there. I quite like that.
Yes. Yes.
So 69, 77, and 112 for the grand total of 2,200 gold pieces.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you hand ARRRGOOSE the thing. He says honk, 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 honk.
Oh, I know.
Honk, honk,
A duck.
honk, 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 honk. And he hands out his wing for the gold,
There you go.
and clang,
Pinned.
honk. And he stamps this piece of paper, and it has the number 411 on it. And he gestures towards the seat.
Fine.
And just as you get over to the seats, your number's called.
Out of my way, losers.
Keth's laugh wakes Derek up, who'd fallen into a deep nap.
He's
deep-
just laughing because he had to win something recently.
Sorry.
And yeah, all your items are there, Keth.
Wunderbar.
And then so are yours, Malrus. Yours are there too.
Thank you. And I'm going to hand over my second phase time watch to Keth.
Oh, how very nice.
You didn't have to do it on one knee, but it makes it so much more special.
I'm going to go, there you go. Now we can talk to each other.
just
And
just
see
you
what's
and me.
happening. I would assume well, it's paired, isn't it?
What?
So-
what?
Yeah, they're paired to each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Oh, so you can't say with the other two?
No, they're
Link
just
all
paired.
four.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see where you're going.
They're
with
just
this.
paired.
That's amazing. Thank you, Malrus. What's the
No
time?
worries. I don't know. It's
It's
really
just-
bad at keeping time as well.
There's no way. It's supposed to be 1 a.m. No, I don't know. But so I can see your face on this.
Yeah,
The
look.
problem is one of them's in decimal time. That's really weird.
The other's atomic.
I do enjoy a pocket watch. Thank you so much, Malrus. That's brilliant. Thank you. I shall treasure it always.
Derek, your items are up next.
Oh,
Turn up.
finally. Oh, my leg's gone to sleep. Hold on, I'm just going to hobble over to the counter. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, you look refreshed. Oh, minty. Somebody's been having some sort of peppermint beverage.
Honk, honk.
Well, you know. Thanks.
And then there's
Well, you know, I don't.
and then there's a brief pause.
In that brief pause, Derek's taken all of his items. He's going to give a FaceTime watch to Jeff. Jeffy, I got you something, mate. You know, keep in touch and stuff. You know, you seem like a good lad so far. So if we do ever have any adventures, just friend me on this FaceTime device.
Is this so you don't have to go with me on the adventures?
Well,
You
no,
can
it's
still
so
keep
that
an eye
even
on
if
me.
I'm not there with you, I can be there with you and you can be there with me. You know, if we're long distance, we can still sort of use these portals to communicate
What
with
is
each
the
other.
distance on this? It doesn't say.
Well,
It doesn't.
yeah.
Unknown.
So, yeah, now we've all got one. You're not very cool now, are you, Malrus?
What colour are these? Oh, I like the colour.
It's not rose gold. I didn't want that piece of
no.
shit. So look at it.
No, yours are anthracite.
Yeah.
Oh, no, these are the cool ones. I'm
These
glad
are
you
the-
got
these are the
rose
nice
gold
ones.
shit. Oh,
We're
sorry.
going to get covers for ours anyway. Doesn't matter what's underneath.
Immediately, I'm going to slip the derringer onto my wrist, and
Thanks, Derek.
that's it. Yeah, no worries.
When you say slip it onto your wrist,
Isn't it like a concealed? Oh, it's just the pistol. I was thinking of
tiny pistol. yeah.
fuck. I need to get a wrist sort of mount made. That's what I'd like.
Just put it in your anus for now.
Tiny pistol.
I'll just tuck it into my.
Put it in your anus. for now.
Just tuck it in your prison wallet for now. That's the extraction
Dan and
noise.
dusted.
Keth, are you equipping your duck or are you gifting it to someone?
I am going to immediately don. I'm going to don the duck of unwitting protection straight away.
Excellent.
What the?
You no longer know about your duck, but do keep track of
What,
that. 30 temporary hit points.
Kev,
fine.
why have you just put a duck on your head? It's gonna shit all over you, mate.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you
What
just.
duck are you talking about?
There's a duck on your head.
Jeff, you see this? Jeff, you see this,
You
right?
can't blind me with gifts, Malrus, and then try and pull a fast one like that. There's no duck on my head. Bill
there's a
would
duck.
know.
It's a duck. It's a duck.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's
got a
goose.
bill. Yes, it's a duck.
No, there's no duck on my head. What's wrong with all of you?
Casper, can you see this duck?
Talking to his hand again.
Did you see the duck there? Yeah. There's a duck, see? They
What
do
the-
go quack. You're getting so good with those. I'm glad we went through them.
Now he's talking to something. Hold on.
What are
he's
you
talking
doing?
To something we can't see, and now now you've decided to not talk about something we can all see. This is messing with my perception of. I need a fucking drink. I'm not.
I'm glad we're not that weird, Derek.
Honk,
Oh.
honk, honk.
Oh.
Ooh,
yes, that's
ooh, you're
me.
up.
That's me. Hi, thank you. Oh, wow, that was really
Honk,
speedy.
honk, honk, honk.
Thank you very much.
Don't fuck up again. Was that was basically.
Enjoy your tea. Thanks. And I'm just going to
Honk, honk.
pick up my boxes and...
I love
Yeah.
that face he's pulling.
I'm going to instantly throw... Well, no, don't say that. Do you have a bin, ARRRGOOSE?
Honk.
I just need to put... I've got some rubbish that I need to get rid of.
Oh, just put it in Frostbeard's pocket.
Where all the other rubbish on the ship is.
Honk, honk, honk.
Jeff, how are you even in here? You were kicked out last. I remember it very well.
But you see his little kettle thing. I got him that to say sorry.
Oh, you got him that. Oh, that's nice of you.
Did you give him that?
Could you dispose of these shoes for me, please? Give him
He just sort of looks at these shoes you've sort of handed him.
my old shoes.
Hank.
You're fucking taking liberties. I bet he's regretting
I'll put
letting
him-
you
He
in
sort of
now.
extends them at full wings length, and just sort of walks over to a bin. And it's a pedal bin, so he just kicks it open and drops them in.
Nice.
Did you make him gift wrap his own present?
I think he did.
I wanted it,
wanted
to
it
be
to
a
be a
surprise. I did. That was the initial reason. I'm not going to lie. I wanted it to be a surprise, and then realised halfway through that he would have had to have gift wrapped it, unless it was the other ARRRGOOSE that we saw last time. But I somehow feel that it probably wasn't.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
Well, that's why else do you wrap stuff other than to make it a surprise? It's just madness.
Ordered thing from shop owner. Got shop owner to wrap said item and then hands it back to them immediately after they've handed it to you.
He might not be the gift wrapping department. He might just arrive at the front wrapped. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
So you've all been shopping. Has everyone spent all their money? Does it? I mean, you've probably all got a little bit left over. I don't know if you want to collect together for anything or if you want to buy anything else. Or...
Yeah.
We all happy?
I'm looking to shop further, but not at ARRRGOOSE. Ooh. No, I want to save the rest of my money for now.
Yeah,
Except for
good
odds
choice.
and ends.
Lovely.
But to save fake beard.
Can I do a quick $1,000, 1,000 gold deposit into my bank, please?
Oh,
You're Nat 20.
Yeah, I would also.
Sure.
I'd like to put the rest of my 600 into a Nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. You go to Nat 20 and deposit this into your account.
Actually, no, I'm not going to. Derek, I don't think would do that. He's just going to keep the rest of his gold, as always, in the wizard's
He's
sleeve.
not going to bury it on the island when he gets back.
Well, then I don't have to pay. Then I don't have to pay taxes on it because I'm technically not worth anything. It's
Yeah, but
off
you're
books,
also not
man.
gaining interest on it, unlike me.
Yeah, but the interest rates at the moment. Have you seen them, Jeff? The interest rates at the moment. It's not worth it, mate.
I think it was discussed. I think it was something like 0.02% APR.
Which is sort of what it is in the UK at the moment as well.
I think the APR was actually better than what the
Yeah, it
APR
was.
is at the moment here.
yeah.
So
Still
yeah,
doesn't amount to a lot.
they're gonna rip me off. But so no. But while he does that, I'd like to just buy some more lockpicks.
Okay.
And I would like to visit the costume department at some point.
Okay. Where are you buying the lockpicks from?
Lockpick shop? Oh, actually, no.
Lockpicks are us?
As a rogue, this is something I've not really employed before, but this is a perfect opportunity to. As a rogue, I have a criminal contact.
Yep.
That and I would presume on board the Dath there would be a criminal contact that I could
On a pirate
on a
ship?
pirate ship. I know.
Never.
how presumptuous.
Scummy John down in the villages.
On a literal ship full of criminals? How dare you?
I don't want to speak to the character of this crew, but got the potential that some of you might be thieves. Yeah.
You can tell us about your criminal
My
contact.
criminal contact.
So as you step out of ARRRGOOSE, and Jeff goes off to Nat 20 to go and deposit some money. Keth and Malrus, what are you up to?
I'm going to go find my cat.
Practicing on our FaceTime
You're going to go
watches.
find a cat.
Yeah, and practice on my watch.
Keth's just enjoying FaceTiming with Malrus while he's hunting for a cat. So Derek, you've got a little bit of time just now.
So I'm gonna look down at all my rings and stuff. I've got my giant slaying ring on and all this nice juicy goodness. I've got a hefty pocket full of gold to go and stock up on some valuables. So let's go and see old Iris, shall we?
Iris.
Old Iris. So I'm going to make my way down sort of the hallway in this shopping complex, and behind sort of one of those discount / off-brand outlet stores where they've got all manner of things that you never see anybody in there. So I'm just gonna make my way into one of those. Really boring. Pretend to browse the selection. Make my way through to the back office where my elderly. I just imagine this like wizened elderly woman, like the woman from the slug woman from Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah.
Always watching Wazowski.
Always watching without
Yeah, and she's just sort of doing a nail or something in the back office.
Okay, yep.
I hear you, Normalbeard.
Iris?
Oh, it's you.
Iris, are you in?
Always listening.
Always in.
Oh, that's a shame, Iris. You should get out more. You're still a young gal. How old are you now? Can't be more than, I don't know, 28?
What do you want? Normalbeard.
Okay, I'll make this quick, Iris. I just want a couple of lockpicks. Perhaps actually some more sort of like, those ball bearing things for my burglar's pack. I'm just running low on supplies, really. And a Twix as well, please.
Okay. It'll cost the normal rate, though.
And how much is that again? We go back and forth on this, don't we, Iris? You know me.
Your normal is different to
Well,
my normal.
To everyone else, it would be 200 gold, but to you,
300.
300.
Well, let's reach a new normal, shall we? A strong and stable new normal at, let's say, like 150, 120. 120 sounds nicer to me.
I'll do you 175.
I'll take 175, actually. Have a good day. I bought you a coffee.
It's cold, but never mind.
Oh, thank you.
It's cold now, but
Come again.
I found a coffee on the way.
do you want me to get out now, Iris, so you can continue? Is that... Oh, French tips.
French what? Oh.
And she says, "Thank you for your business." And she pushes a button.
And a big shutter comes
down. Desk, and a shutter comes down. Yeah.
Okay, see you later, Iris. Happy birthday, by the way.
Okay. Has everyone bought all the things they want to buy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, being as this is an episode full of admin, let's do level up.
Yes.
Okay, oakley dokley.
Power.
We made it! The new year has officially begun, and it's the first episode of Roll Britannia of 2022. So, even if your new year resolutions fall overboard like they normally do, let's be honest, you can be sure that we'll be by your side as you skip that spin class and keep on buying crap online. So, it's onwards with the moment, with the master. Now, we always like to start the year off with a bang. So, bang! Such a bad joke. Anyway, thank you all so much for your amazing support. I can't believe that literally last week we had over 100,000 downloads, and that number's still growing. Really excited to see where that goes next year. Thank you all so much. Oh gods, get down, there's an incoming random celebrity shout out! Ooh. Special one this week. It seems that Dame Joanna Lumley has been listening into the show. Now, wouldn't it be absolutely fabulous if that were true? Bad jokes to start the year. Anyway. Pedro? Hello? There you are. There's no way you're going to keep that resolution of turning up to work on time. And anyway, it shouldn't be something that a new goal. It's something you should already be doing. It's part of, your job. Yeah. Now give me that scroll and go and fetch me a biscuit. Off with you! So, the first shout out of the year goes to Mark Reynolds at MJR Adventures, who gave us a shout out on Twitter. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. We are delighted that you are enjoying the show. Now, there's no need to put your hands up if you've got a question. If you've got that burning desire to get in touch with the show, then just look for us on social media. No need for that spyglass. Just search for the show on whatever your favourite platform is. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. You'll find us in no time. If you've got an idea, if you have a question for us, or you just fancy a natter, don't be shy and get in touch. Now, if you're really enjoying Roll Britannia, why not do us a ginormous favour and give the show a lovely 5-star review. Not only does it help get the word out about us, but it also helps other fantastic people just like you to discover the show. It'll only take a couple of minutes of your time, and there's, lots of places to do it, whether it be on iTunes, Spotify, or Podchaser even. Or however else you like to listen to our ridiculous adventures. They might have a rating system that I just don't know about. Anyway, we'd be really, really appreciative of it. And don't forget, now,
make sure that you've pressed that all-important subscribe button. Otherwise, just or else. That sounds weirdly threatening. Right, that's enough from me for this week. There's a whole arc coming out, and I've yet to decide just how horrible I'm going to make it for these 4 layabouts calling themselves Buccaneers. So get out of here, you lot. Be gone! Support for Roll Britannia is brought to you by Manscaped, who are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. They're champions of the world, in fact. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. And they've just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join just over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free shipping with the code ROLLBRIT at manscaped.com. Just imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed and optimised trimmer that makes shaving your favourite time in the bathroom. I'm one of the first people to try out the new 4.0, and to be honest with you, I wasn't used to the idea of using power tools down there, you might say, but I was pleasantly surprised. Manscaped have engineered this device to the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and incredibly comfortable grooming experience. This 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce the grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. And I am now very confident that I can shave down there, It's waterproof, it charges wirelessly, and it's a very fancy-looking dock. And they provide a range of products that complement everything that goes along with it. It's really, really handy. So I was pleasantly surprised. I really think you'll, if you're looking to tidy up down there, perhaps you've got a date coming up, I really think it's worth checking out. So if you'd like to give it a go and take it from me, having tried it out for the first time, and we'll now be continuing to use it. Check it out and use our code. It'll get you 20% off and free shipping worldwide, I might add. So wherever you are in the world, free shipping and 20% off. Just use the code ROLLBRIT and you could be saving and shaving. Hey, the power to be. So, who would like to go first and tell me? So let's paint a little picture now of what this time at sea. The Dath is setting a course back for Nassau. So there's nothing too dramatic happening over the next few weeks. You've got some time to do what you want to do. So let's. You've all gained a bit of experience over the last arc, and I think it's time that you were rewarded for your achievements. Yeah. So, who wants to do a bit of a cheeky level up first? Then we're doing 2 levels, like we do regular. So this will put you up to level 10 now.
Oh yes, yeah,
yes,
very exciting. Yes, it's a big moment.
Well, level 10 Jeff, he's definitely something from the last arc, whether it was being the big beast, has helped him get a little bit stronger because he's actually increased his strength, his total HP by about 30%. So I'm now all the way up to 43. I know, big numbers, boys. Just you calm down up there.
Very well.
Yes. So I managed to get 10 total additionals, which was nice. And then equally, there's been a lot of fire in Jeff's life, and throughout the last arc, there wasn't a lot of chance to use it. So there's been this sort of built-up, pent-up, fiery angst inside him. But
now he's expressing that fire about 3 times a day.
Yeah, just all over his cabin. The housemaid.
It's really hot in there.
But he was wanting to sort of control it a little bit more, and he's noticed everyone else has good control over weaponry, and so he thought, well, I'm going to try and control my fire into a weapon, and so he's now got the spell ability of the green fire blade.
So is this something you've been practicing in the dojo?
Not really, no. It's not something, because Starflower is not a big fan of the old weapons half the time, it seems, when it comes to magic. So, and the idea of this is a cantrip, so it's actually something that's sort of I can do whenever, and I can just bring out this green flame blade, and I can use it as a normal melee attack someone, hit someone with a blade, and it does damage, which is nice. But then the flame from it jumps to another creature within 5 feet and does fire damage to them. And if I cast it at a much higher level or 5th level spell, which I now have being level 10. I know.
That's exciting.
And then it means that I can do, a bit more damage and hurt everything a little bit more with the old flame. Which I'm hoping, is there a potential for maybe it to change colour if I decide to use it at a more, like a higher level? Like, could it go red maybe, the flame?
Red, chartreuse.
Yes. And anything that isn't green.
Burnt umber.
I'll take it. So that was sort of like the first thing. Jeff was sort of been controlling his fire into that. But equally, because of the last arc, one of the things that he spoke about this with Starflower and had told her about what happened to him, which he thought was fascinating, if a little weird and hard to believe. But he sort of proved it by being able to start to summon this draconic spirit. And she's now helped him hone that. And this is a level 5 spell, so a big boy spell, that allows me to call forth a draconic spirit. And it manifests in an unoccupied space that I can see within a range. And this corporeal form uses draconic spirit stats. And I can cast a spell and choose a family of dragon, either chromatic, gem, or metallic. And it resembles a dragon of that chosen family. And then I can just basically, it follows my initiative. It goes straight after me in an initiative roll, and I get to attack with it as a dragon. And it's
that's very cool.
That's very cool.
I
I mean, I will be honest with you. I only have a limited number of counters for our initiative rolls now. I'm going to have to add some more because almost all of you have got like
additional things
little
now.
minions.
I have a notepad.
Bill's not a minion. He is.
He's a minion.
He's a total minion.
Okay, that's very cool.
And the final thing that I did speak about with Starflower, I'd mentioned that a number of times, especially when I had this sort of weird dream that I was surrounded by these really cold people, and they kept throwing shit at me, and everyone else was there. And so,
don't let them throw shit.
No, I know, but
Cold shit as well.
Felt harder than water.
Ice monkeys.
And there's been many times when I've tried to sort of surround us in a protective sphere of fire or wall of fire. And so
a ring of fire.
She decided that actually a wall of fire is an actual spell that she could teach me. And so she's now taught me how to do a wall of fire so I can make my thaumaturgy dreams a reality.
Ooh. Toasty.
Nice. Very sexy.
Right. Showed a bit of thigh and everything with that.
Ooh.
Very nice.
You did.
That's a very cool level up. I like that.
Thank you very
Who's next?
Don't all jump at once.
I can jump in. Mine's quite quick.
Look, if you don't volunteer, I'll just pick names.
Pick names.
I'll jump in. Why not?
Okay,
mine's
go
quite
on
quick. So
No, you're six.
Rogue. So my hit points are now 78, which is pretty good.
78.
I got an ability called Panache, which basically
Ganache.
I can make a ganache.
Chocolate ganache.
Yeah, well, if I bring a ganache, there would certainly be panache to the whole experience. I can make a persuasion check versus a creature's insight, but they must be able to hear me and share the same language. If I succeed, and it's sort of during combat, that person then has disadvantage on attack rolls against everyone else but me. And they also can't make opportunity attacks against anybody else. So I'm like center of attention kind of thing, which is so unlike me. But if they're not hostile, it's effectively like a charm spell, and they regard you as a friendly acquaintance. So I can sort of persuade / charm people now, which is pretty cool. And then the main thing that I got was my dexterity updated. Now my dexterity is 18, so it gives everything a +4. Our proficiency bonuses have gone up. But because of my new dexterity stuff, I've got loads of stat improvements. Mainly my armor class, which my giant slaying ring I wasn't factoring in before. So now my armor class is 18 because of my armor plus my 4 dex at 16. And then my giant slaying ring +2. So now I'm sort of...
If you're fighting something massive.
If I'm fighting something massive, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's another
thing.
sized person.
Oh shit! You don't get the bonus.
Yeah, because I'm the same.
Okay.
Otherwise, my AC would be 18 as well.
Okay, well, 16 is still
you only
not
get
bad.
the +2 against creatures of large or
Okay.
larger.
I will factor that in. Oh, shame. I was excited, but at the same time, at the same time, never. I'm sort of just. I mean, I get like +8 to some of my attack rolls and stuff, and my sneak attack is 5d6 damage now as well. Yeah,
beefy.
I'm
gonna have to start putting you up against some real monstrous things, aren't I?
Well,
Or a lot more.
Challenge
not the
rating's
rest
got to
of us.
go way
Or
up.
just a lot more of the shitter ones. Hordes.
Could happen. Yeah, you could go up against some real big hordes. Cool. So what's Derek been doing?
So Derek has he's got himself a whole new suit. He's got himself a bit of a haircut. He's looking good. He's covered in bling. He's just been kind of working on his sort of storytelling in the Wizard's Sleeve and leaving it open. Anybody can sort of come in. He's been spending some time with Chairman Meow and Mr. Whiskas as well. Just generally getting on, wanting to sort of see Nassau again and thinking about his sister and
Nice
stuff.
That's very sweet. So just
And definitely
life a little
not.
bit and,
Definitely not
making another trip to the wardrobe department, which I think makes you probably
their best customer.
The one person who has been to the wardrobe department more than anyone else on board.
Excellent. Which is wicked because I'd like a favour from them.
Okay.
Would you be able to construct me, and I'll pay for it, a thing that I can attach this to, that I can sort of just like flick my wrist and then it'll come out the derringer like this, maybe like a scissor thing. Anything that we could do in that department. You seem quite creative.
Leave it with them.
Okay.
They'll work on it.
Cool. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Free drinks at the Wizard's Sleeve for you guys.
We said, do they take a deposit? That's 3 drinks.
Cool. Next, I think we shall have Keth.
Okay.
Only because you're next in the sequence of windows for me.
That's fine. So, Keth, what's he been doing? Keth has been realising as well that for a long time now, there's been lots of combat, fighting, headbutting, axing, all that sort of stuff, which has dredged up a lot of some of his old training and some of his old employ. So, which meant that his next level up means he's going to multi-class. And it's going to...
We talked about this.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Multi-class. And lean on some of his past experiences in his previous employ. He's going to multi-class into fighter.
Yeah, boy.
Which brings a lot of interesting things. But
So, for those of you who don't know about multiclassing, I did quite a bit of reading about it, and Tom gave me a call several weeks ago to talk about this. And if you're multiclassing, it's a system where you can, narratively, you can take up some levels from a class that isn't the one you started as. And what that means is that Tom won't become a level 10 ranger at this point.
Yeah.
What he is going to become is going to remain a level 8 ranger, but he's going to take 2 levels in fighter.
Nice.
So he'll be a level 2 fighter.
Yeah.
Which means it comes with a whole range of the benefits that come with that as well.
yes.
It's a very exciting thing to do, and it's something that I have discussed with the boys in the team, and so that they can do if they can justify why. And I feel like, given Keth's background, and his history, and all his experiences thus far, I think it seems fairly fair that he would have picked up and sort of re-energized his military training.
I was
Absolutely.
going to say rampant bloodlust, but yeah.
It's the
Same thing.
Yeah. So tell us about your 2 levels of fighter then.
So you get a fighting style, and you can choose various bits, various.
Please tell me it's kung fu fighting.
Yeah, there's unarmed strikes or defense, but then because Keth is now become a ranger and he's very adept with his musket, he's adopted the fighting style of archery. No, he's better than it could have been so much worse. So is this he's going to get, which means you get plus.
And for the sake of this, that is shooting, not archery, but
shooting. So it's it gets +2 to any attack rolls with any of his ranged weapons. So that will certainly help. And it also gets
very handy.
Very handy indeed. And he also gets something as well as a fighter, which is called Action Surge. So you get one additional action on your turn. Now, this can be used one time per short rest. So you can do something. So I can like run somewhere or run over to somewhere, take an attack, then do something else, then doing another attack. So I could do whenever I want, because Keth now has potentially 2 actions and 2 attacks per turn, but he can only do 1 action per turn per short.
Potential.
So he could potential of 4 per
4
short
attacks.
rest. So
So what you could do is you do your attack, you do your second attack, and then you can action surge and you get 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 attacks in your action.
But you could also
yes, I
dash to somewhere and
Yeah.
then action
So
surge
you-
and attack twice, which is
Yeah. So
fucking
if someone
cool.
was very far away, you could use both your actions to go somewhere very far away and then action surge and attack them anyway.
Yep. So there's a potential.
You would
for
have
a lot of
outrun
damage to be
Giovanni
done
with that.
But you can only use the
Yeah,
action
you would have
surge
taken him
once
down.
per short rest.
per short.
Yes.
So,
So
but
if-
other
if-
than that, you still get 2 actions. But then you just couldn't.
He gets 2 attacks
Yeah,
anyway. But
Yeah,
yeah. 1 action. 2 attacks.
for 2 attacks.
Yeah.
And
Which is very
is also with the experience he's gained from the last, and everyone else's health has increased. Normally, my health should have been 82 by now.
It's not this time.
No, because there was a price to pay with a recent encounter with a god. So
Oh,
it's
really?
60.
Tell us more.
But luckily, Bill's health has also increased as well. He's now up to 39 HP.
Yes! I overtook Bill!
What's yours?
I'm not saying it again.
Is it 40?
42.
43,
Oh, right.
I think.
I didn't roll very well for Bill.
43.
Yeah, so how much did you roll to increase your HP?
For Bill?
What was your roll? No, for you.
Oh,
What was your actual roll?
what did I get before? So I actually rolled really quite well. I mean, I was on 67, but then dropping down 22 has dropped me back down to 60 again.
22.
22?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a big price to pay. Big price.
But you got
But
that sweet ass axe out
I've got a
of it,
sweet
though.
ass, and 60 is still pretty healthy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you look
it's not too bad. Not too
pallid,
bad.
but fat still.
There's a few other things that I lost, as we know, but I reckon I can get away.
What,
with it.
any more inches?
No, I can get them back.
I was so tempted.
Yeah.
That would have.
So tempted.
Keth would have become as
I
wide
just
as he
didn't
was
think he'd
tall.
go for it.
Keth became a square.
Keth became a square. So yes,
Wall of Keth.
Cool. So those are your upgrades then. Is that
They are
anything,
indeed.
Did you get anything else, or is it cool? Fun. Very exciting. So Keth's doing. Keth's going to be pretty. I mean, you're all getting pretty dangerous now. I'm quite like this. Malrus, tell us what you've been
Hello.
doing, and then tell us about your upgrades.
So I have just been sort of spending most of my time in the cabin with the cat, just chilling away from all the madness from what's happened over the last few sort of months, weeks, because it was a bit crazy being an Icosamon. So just want to sort of, bit of R&R.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Derek's probably quite similar in that regard.
yeah, just chilling, trying to stay out of trouble, waiting for Nando's to open.
Always.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay,
Um,
that's nice. Just So tell us about your
in
level up. What are you
terms
doing?
of level up, I'm going up to a level 10 cleric.
Nice.
So it gives me 2 level 5 spell slots and a spell save DC going up 1 point from 13 to 14. So that might catch
Nice.
a few people out. Who knows? Also have advanced a little bit in terms of stealth and sleight of hand points by 1.
Nice.
And have gained quite a lot of quite cool spells, actually. I mean, there's too many to go through, but I will
You
highlight
got any favourites?
a few.
Pick out a couple of good ones for us. What you
Let's
got?
see.
What's the
Find
juice?
my mouse.
While he looks for those, I should have mentioned, because of my increased dex, I now get plus 8 to increased dex and increased proficiency modifier.
Yep.
Or whatever it was. I now get plus 8 to initiative.
That's very good. I mean, you're likely to go first with that. Quite
Sorry. It's my dex and my charisma, but also I get plus 12 to stealth rolls because of my expertise. Yeah.
Very stealthy.
Yeah.
Keth is still very not stealthy.
Oh, did I go through my HP?
Disadvantage my scale mail.
No, what HP? Did you gain?
HP, I'm on 63 from 54.
Nice.
So
you got any favourite spells?
Slightly higher than
What you
Keth?
got? Yeah, I think that is higher than Keth.
By 3.
It's entirely possible that Keth is the second weakest person here now.
Which is it was a
And
big
also,
price to pay for that.
he's no longer the tallest either.
Yeah. He hasn't been the tallest for a while, has he?
Yeah, the tallest.
I'm
The
second
weak little
So-
child in the
weakest.
corner
Yes.
with his bib
You're not
made
first
of
at
orc
anything
skin.
anymore.
I think my favourite spell, absolute favourite spell out of all of them that I've found so far, has to be Modify Memory. Now, the description's quite long, so I'm not going to read
So
all of it.
strap in, ladies.
Summarise
There's a
it.
lot to it. But
Pin
as you
your
can
ears back.
imagine,
Here it comes.
it's quite cool. So it says, you
what
attempt
can
to
you do?
reshape another creature's memories. One creature that you can see must make a wisdom saving throw. And
I know someone that's not as wise as they used to be.
no. So if you're fighting a
Or as
creature,
tall.
it has an advantage on the saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes charmed for the duration.
Sick.
The
How long does
charmed
it last?
target is incapacitated and unaware of its surroundings, although it can still hear me. If it takes any damages or is targeted by another spell, the spell ends. While the charms last, you can affect the memory. Yada yada yada.
Wow.
If only you could have done that to your audience.
You're like the ultimate gaslight.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. Scroll down to the bottom again. There's a little spell called Contagion, which is my touch inflicts disease, which lasts for 7 days.
Told you, you've got to wash hands.
Yeah.
Hands, face, space, Malrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's lots
Don't
of
be a fool.
things-
Wrap your tool.
lots of things that go along with that.
Or as Westwood would say, slap it up before you wrap it up.
Yeah.
The wind.
Sorry, let's try that again.
Wrap it up. Yeah.
Wrap it up before you slap it
There
up.
you go.
Oh, I thought you had to wake it up before you could wrap it up.
That's true,
Yeah,
actually.
There's also
Westwood once
Slap
gave me
it
a condom that said wrap it up before you slap it up.
Did he?
On it.
Did he?
Yeah. Westwood branded
What,
condoms.
did he
yeah,
give you an
very weird.
inviting look as well? Or
Yes, he did.
Gave you a key
No.
and a room number at the same time.
Yeah.
and his credit card, apparently?
Here, drink this. It'll be fine.
there's also
So, Malrus has essentially got a bioweapon now.
Yes, he is.
there's also
So you're a cleric that can hurt people badly.
He's like the opposite of a cleric.
there's I'll just give you a few names just if you wanted to
Go on.
look into them. A few cool names. There's one called Dominate Person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Insect
Leather.
Plague. Mass Cure Wounds.
Malrus is hell.
Raise Dead.
Someone get him a horse. He's one of the riders of the apocalypse.
He is one of the.
Yeah.
He's
he
all
really
of
is.
them, I think.
Yeah.
Are we the other three horses?
Have you got
So-
anything that? Have you got? You should get like a famine spell if you haven't got that already.
Yeah, you're pestilence now, Malrus.
Yeah.
Is Loki's,
Clearly you are.
Loki's
Yeah.
greatest trick is telling you that you were a cleric and you were supposed to heal people.
Watch
Yeah.
out. Watch this space.
We are with concern.
Fucking terrified at this point after hearing Malrus just sort of looking through his new spellbook, just peering over his shoulder going, I'm fucked.
He's got
Like,
some
I
really.
feel like Jeff at this point is deaf.
Yeah.
Keth is clearly war. I mean, what? Just
We want
Malrus
to
is
be elements.
pestilence, and I'm famine.
apparently so.
I don't want to be famine.
I mean, you do puke a lot,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Shit yourself.
so you must be famished most of the time.
No, I'm actually all right. Well, somehow I've managed to hold down quite a nice diet
All those
throughout all these
half
adventures.
horses that you're eating.
Kept very trim. Cool.
So yeah.
Some very terrifying sounding spells that I am super excited to hear from new spell slinging Malrus, because I hope you continue this course of action
Oh,
of
yeah.
using
Yeah,
spells.
please.
It depends if I can actually find them, because I couldn't find my weapons last time, which is why I ended up using all the spells.
There was a spell.
Well, throw away all the stuff you have about your weapons.
Okay, I would like to spend some time then over this journey with my new improved stealth. This is how I've been practicing.
You're not
is
nicking
by
my weapons.
Stealing Malrus's
No.
melee and ranged weapons. Like, none of his magical stuff, none of his magical items. I'll just
the
I
pistols.
just want to
and
nick all of his pistols
You're
and
not
swords
nicking
and axes
anything.
and stuff. All right, well, we'll find out because
Yeah, we're going to find
plus
out.
12 to my stealth rolls,
It's
baby.
not something you can
I mean,
say yeah or no to.
yeah, I guess
Right.
if this is
I
genuine,
do not
Yeah.
consent
I mean,
to this.
Well, you don't have to. It's theft.
Do you reckon you would have told? Could you foresee any chance that you would have told Jeff about this potential plan, or is this something that you would definitely
Oh,
want to do
Jeff.
solo? 'Cause
Sorry.
I'm happy.
oh,
to act
here
as
we
a
go.
distraction. I'm happy to act as a distraction.
Jeff. I'm gonna call you over my FaceTime. Jeff. Jeff.
Oh, hey, Derek.
Oh, have I caught you at a bad time?
This is so cool. No, I'm just in the shower. It's fine. What's up?
Oh,
it's weird. He's looking at his wrist for a pocket watch. I'm not entirely sure what he's
I
done
put
here.
the pocket watch on my wrist because I'm in the shower.
he's just
I haven't
balancing
got
it
any
on his arm.
pockets.
You've got one, Jeff. You've always got
Everyone's
one. Remember
got a
that.
pocket when they're
Don't want to
naked.
see that.
No, of course not. But
He just pops the chain in there, so it's hanging
I've
down.
just had a great idea.
What's that?
Well, it just seems like it'd be fun, to be honest. I'd just like to. I'm going to go and sort of nick Malrus's weapons and stuff
Why would you do that? That seems
because
mean.
it'll help him learn magic better. It's a carrot and stick method.
You think that if he doesn't have his weapons, he'll like not be able to use them, and so he'll have to use.
Well, that
magic?
seems to be how he bases his decision making. What's easiest for him?
That's true, and I suppose if you can't grab a
Bit
pistol, he's gonna have
metagamey
to
this
grab a
bit is.
spell book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun
very
though.
Derek would have potentially seen him use a load more spells during the last arc and been like, could have
Oh,
come to
yeah.
that conclusion.
I'm a perceptive guy.
I think you should roll for it.
What, my perception? I'll definitely roll whatever you want for me to nick stuff from you. Because I'm great at it now.
I'm happy to be a distraction if that would make things easier. Maybe give you some kind of advantage over the whole situation.
So you're coming into my cabin and you're going to try and rob me
Phrasing.
from right under my nose.
No, I'm going to be the distraction. I'm going to call you out, and we're going to go do something.
Nah.
While you're making these plans,
You wouldn't know that that's the
and
problem.
you're a few weeks in now, and you hear over the tannoy. You hear the usual voice of the announcer just saying, "Will Silverbow, Normalbeard, Frostiron, and Tosscoble please report to Timber's cabin? Thank you."
Come on, Malrus, we'll get a head start. Come on, you and me. Let's go ahead. Let's see what Timbers want. We need to take that door off the hinges so Keth can't kick it. Come on. I can't do that on my own. You know I'm not strong enough. I need your mage hand to help me out. Come on. Can I roll persuasion, please?
I don't feel like it.
This
Roll.
Just let us do it, Malrus.
But I'm
Good
taking
content.
Mr. Choppy Bang with me.
It'll be
Okay.
good content, Malrus. Just let us do it.
Do you beat a
Think about the
26,
content.
Malrus?
I'll let you have that. That's especially high.
18 plus my new plus 8 on persuasion.
Okay, yeah, just do that.
Me and
then.
Malrus leave the room.
Hang on.
I'm not in the same room as them. I'm just gonna roll a stealth. check
Yeah,
to be
you get it. You
Watching
get it.
from afar.
I mean, you've all been summoned to Timber's cabin, but yeah, you do you.
I'm taking Mr. Choppy Bang with me.
I'm heading
Keth
out.
has gone.
Slightly behind
Keth
him.
has gone to the cabin.
Just
good lad.
as they head off, I'm just going to sort of like quickly just buzz onto Derek, get Derek on the FaceTime watch
The old
and be like,
blower.
"Come on, Malrus, we're going. I'm glad we're leaving the cabin now, and we're heading to Timber's cabin." And then just hang up.
I'm gonna. I want to sneak in with with my stealth check of 31.
Bastard.
Fucking hell!
Okay,
Excellent.
yeah.
I'm doing quick TCs.
I'll be honest with you.
I know the bastard. That is what investigation plus 5. 23.
I can't answer that question.
Malrus.
That's a
Are there
Malrus
any
question.
traps there?
There
23
would
does
be
traps.
a trap in my case of valuables, yes. And maybe
Okay.
I would have thought, given I know it's a pirate ship, I want to protect my valuables, especially
okay.
from the likes
That's
of
true.
you three.
But does that
I
count your
know
weapons?
what you're all like.
So, what's your trap setting check?
You're just going to
Which I
say
guess
more
is
than the number.
Sleight of hand.
What? So you'd want? Do I have to roll for it, or do I just tell you what?
Yeah, because otherwise
Yeah,
you just choose a number that's bigger
I mean,
than
we're
he
playing a
said.
dice-based game, so yeah, roll for it would be a good shout.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you're 23 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he spots
23.
that trap.
What kind of trap is it, Malrus?
I would have probably
A
said
Chinese
some
finger trap.
sort
Loaded
of
sword that swings out to like guts the person that tries to open the chest. Disemboweling sword.
I would imagine it's some sort of magical sort of silent alarm.
Right.
It's not like the Ark of the Covenant.
Okay.
where you just open
I
it
was
and
thinking
it's,
it might be an
just-
illusion trick being Loki, like it looks like there's just nothing in there.
Could be.
Less of a
All
trap.
good ideas
Yeah.
But
for future robberies.
all of these ideas are racing through Derek's head as he
Yeah.
suddenly sees the trap.
So I'm seeing the trap. I want to make an investigation check to see if I can see his weapons, his pistols and stuff scattered about the cabin and not in this valuables box.
The armory.
Are they there? Would they be there?
Yeah, I guess roll perception or roll investigation.
Investigation would be 19.
No.
Oh, the police are back.
Yep, they've arrested me.
Yeah, there's an alarm going
Fuck.
on. So the 5-0 have turned up.
That
That's the
alarm's
silent
not so
alarm that
silent.
didn't go off.
The Dath cops are there on their segways, and
Their Voy around here would be their Voy scooters.
fucking voice gurus. Yeah. Malrus, where are you keeping your things?
So I guess I best pull up my list of weapons. Because you're going to be half inch.
I mean, it's just, are you keeping them in the case? What are you doing? Are you keeping them in the case or just scattered about? the house?
They'll be in the case.
Okay,
in the
cool.
chest.
They'll be in
So,
the case.
so
Cool, there. Keep looking at your stuff.
I won't be. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I've looked around. They're not in there. I'm gonna have to go for the case. I'm gonna have to use some sort of check to. It's a magical trap.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I'll just take the case.
and I'll work on it later.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what's in
That'll do it.
Do you want to know what's in the case?
Just dragging a trunk. Out.
No, because I haven't opened it yet.
Were you just going to take it out of Malrus's room, across the corridor, and into your?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna want to use some sort of sleight of hand check to lock my door so that he can't open it.
Okay, yeah. Roll that then.
Extra locking.
Literally across the little common room.
He's nicer than me, Malrus. I was thinking just throw it overboard and then be done with it.
No.
No arguments then.
Just throw all your possessions away.
I mean, I'll be
To
honest.
be fair, he has got a window in his cabin, so
You might have done me a favour because this thing that you've got has got most of the stuff that I don't really use in that I was planning on getting rid of anyway.
Well, I rolled really
Deploy
badly on
spring
my
cleaning.
locking the door thing.
what did you roll?
I rolled a 5 naturally, but it would be like
Naturally.
+3, so it'd be an 8.
Yeah, so you sort of just tie a rope around the lock.
I'll come back to that later.
It's got a double knot.
And one of those
Excellent.
do not enter hangy door things.
Yeah,
On
Got
my
a paper
door.
tag
Like
saying
that,
keep off.
Yeah,
yeah.
On my
Derek's
door.
No
eyes only.
stolen goods are kept in this cabin.
Overnight.
and then looking at that, Derek will turn and go, wipe his hands and go, "My job here is done." All right, Jeff, I'm on my way to Timbers now. Thanks a lot for the help
Cool.
with the robbery.
Sorry, Captain.
And-
He's on his way. He'll be here any minute. Sorry for the delay.
Very good, very good.
Kev's been in the office for hours.
What is he doing, Jeff?
Taking a poo, Malrus.
As you enter the cabin, Derek, you step over the door that's been kicked to the floor by Keth as he entered.
Usual welcome.
I didn't get there in time.
No, he went there
Bad luck.
first, and
I had 2 goes.
Timbers is there, and Starflower. He put it back up and did it again.
Yes.
And Starflower's there as well. And Timbers says, "Ah, boys, thank you for joining me. There is a few things I have to discuss. First among which is that we will be landing at Nassau in just over a few hours.
Lovely.
I advise that you use the time on the island to rest, recuperate, and catch some sun. Maybe deal with the cow infestation we seem to have.
There's a cow infestation.
Awesome.
There's
They'd
more
be
than two
breeding.
of them now.
There's more than one cow, and I consider more than one cow on a tropical beach an infestation, wouldn't you?
I hope you never visit a dairy farm. You'll lose your mind.
I shall have to take your word
Have
for
you heard
that.
of the noun herd?
You've heard of the herd?
Have you?
Heard
What do you
of-
mean you've heard of the herd?
Have
You
you
and
heard
your riddles, Jeff.
Herd.
Boys, boys.
Have you heard the word?
Don't. No.
The herd is
Don't
the
you
word.
say it, Derek. Don't you say it.
Herd is the word.
Boys,
Sorry, I've been waiting in this office for ages.
I have acquired some information that I think will prove useful. I have much reading to do, so it will take some time, but be prepared. I think our next adventure will, if not for the entire course of the action, at very least be commencing as a fairly nautical affair. So please prepare yourselves for that. There will be, if all is to be believed, a consignment we must acquire. A consignment that I suspect contains information toward the location of our next piece of eight.
Perfect.
So please, rest, recover, recuperate. I see you have acquired a duck.
Oh yeah, he keeps. Keth, he's talking to you.
No, he's not, because there's not a duck on my head. Why are you all... Why... It's
I
not
don't
funny
even know how
anymore.
it stays balanced.
That's just
And
Very
he's like
interesting.
throws
Right
his head
there.
around. Like, there's
Captain.
nothing on my head.
Captain, what shall we call it? What shall we name it? Because he's not going to give it a name. We have to.
Because
Well,
there's
he's
nothing
acting
there.
pretty quackers.
Okay.
I shall leave the naming up to
Quack
you,
as
boys.
it is.
I have much to do, but I wanted to prepare you. And please, have a think about some nautical strategies I could do with your help.
Stay
So,
afloat.
I think our next target will put up somewhat more of a fight than we are perhaps used to.
Right.
So,
Expected heavy.
Boys,
I might have a few
prepare
ideas.
your things for land, and I shall see you tonight at Nancy's. All right?
Yes.
Yep, sure.
Karaoke
Yes.
and
Sure,
mocktails.
we'll be there. We've got
Very
so
good.
many songs we want to sing. And then it's the 4 R's, right? Rest, recuperate, re-energize, and then robbery.
Robbery.
Is that what we're doing?
Robbery.
Robbery.
On the high seas.
Something like that.
No.
Cheers, boys. Now carry on.
To robbery!
Robbery.
We're the good guys.
Now fuck off.
Fuck off, Captain.
Fuck off, Captain. Oh, it's so nice to be able to say that to you again, face to
We're
face.
home.
Fuck off, Captain.
Let me get the door for you, chaps. Boof.
And while you're at it, why don't you go fuck yourself as well?
You wanker.
Love you. Bye. Just speaking to the mic, do I? Okay. Right, you bunch of bastards. Listen up. This is Derek Normalbeard from Roll Britannia, and I'm here to say that the folks who make this show need your help. Like with our adventures, the guys who make this show want to make it the best it can possibly be, so they've decided to be quite brave, in my opinion, and launch a very own Roll Britannia Patreon page. Am I saying that right? Don't you worry your pretty little heads about it, though. I might be the biggest bastard in the Shattered Lands, but the guys who make this show certainly aren't going to be stealing your hard-earned booty to line their own coffers. I'm not even allowed to look at the accounts. All of the money they raise, they want to plough right back into the show so it can be the best that it can be. Seems like a waste to me. Why not just bury it on a beach somewhere? So what's in it for me? I hear you scream. Well, shut your face. There's a whole treasure chest's worth to be had. Just be patient. There's exclusive Buccaneer prologues so that you can learn some of the secrets, not all of them though, of your favourite hero, me, and where our adventures all began. Maybe the other boys will do a couple as well. You'll be able to read the finest tabloid on the high seas, the Daily Teledath.
which I absolutely adore. It's my favourite toilet paper. And you can get your grubby mitts on ARC exclusive merchandise that you won't find in our store. To be fair, though, if you go down the market, you could probably find some pretty good knockoffs. And the best part, your very own handcrafted, beautifully made, totally unique, and totally organic piece of crap art drawn just for you by your favourite buccaneer. I'd imagine it's got pretty good resale value as well, in case you wanted to flog it on to some other poor unfortunate idiot. Just look for Roll Britannia on patreon.com, or even easier, follow the links on their social media pages and let them do all the hard work for once. They've got a bunch of different tiers, so depending on how much loot you've squirreled away, you can contribute whatever you're willing to spend. The normal beard is the most expensive and at the top, as it should be. I used to know a bloke who got in deep with the Patreon loan sharks, and it ruined his life forever, so only contribute what you can afford. I'm sure the guys at the show will appreciate everything that they get, and if Patreon's not for you, you'll be happy to know that the nautical antics of the Roll Britannia Buccaneers will be available every Wednesday, as usual, absolutely free. Free? What? Nobody told me about this. So that's our Patreon. Join or die. No, wait, what was it? Join or continue listening for free. That's not nearly as catchy, but it's probably more accurate.
Okay, Roll Britannia listeners, I'm Jerome, and I'd like to begin by thanking the Roll Britannia cast and crew for giving us this opportunity to promote our podcast, D20 The Curtain, where Oklahoma theater geeks hit record and explore their new addiction to Dungeons and Dragons. Let's begin by introducing the crew. I'm Jerome, I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Timothy, and I'm Allie.
I'm Kara, and I'm Mazarin.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm Ula Reed.
I'm Jared, and I'm Jade.
And I'm Jody. I play Lapis.
Like most adventuring parties, we are a diverse group of individuals. A tiefling,
Half-elf,
Aasimar,
Changeling,
Earth Genasi,
who come together to save the world.
We didn't come together. We're siblings.
orphans,
Raised together by our halfling mother. She died. And that brought us back together after years apart. Siblings, tension, and old resentments.
lots of sibling rivalry. Huh. The Rivalry.
That's a great name. The Rivalry.
Rivalry.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
I want to stab things with my glaive.
You can check out our website, d20thecurtain.com, and listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts.
Poke things till they bleed.
Did we mention Jody's single?
Meow.
Thanks again, Roll Britannia, and we hope you will have fun, be kind, and play the role.
Ow.